That is what the House Budget Committee is saying happened there, a pattern of abuse with a paper trail. The question now is what the House Budget Committee intends to do about it. Joining us now, Congresswoman Barbara Lee, Democrat of California and a member of the House Budget Committee. Congresswoman Lee, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. My pleasure. Glad to be with you, Ali.
The House Budget Committee is learning details about something that we have had the broad strokes of, right? That the Office of Management and Budget, which is an executive branch operation, a White House operation, sort of had some strong sense that holding back this $391 million in congressionally approved aid might not only be the wrong thing to do, but is probably illegal.
So let me first say I serve on the Budget Committee and the Appropriations Committee, and both of our chairs wrote a letter in September questioning what was taking place. And, of course, they responded with documents, but not the full complement of what we needed. Secondly, there was, as you indicated, and I'm glad you gave the timeline, because there was a pattern of abuse. And, in fact, during this process, can you believe this? Two career individuals who were just doing their job, they were removed from the process, and a political person, an appointee, was placed in that position. And then they went on and withheld the $400 million in security assistance. This was very dangerous. First of all, they attempted to circumvent the congressional authority. This president has, I guess he has no clue about the fact that this is a democracy, not a dictatorship, and that there are three branches of government, because they continue to try to usurp congressional authority. And once again, we see this in what has taken place as it relates to the $400 million in security assistance.
So it's possible that the president may have no clue about understanding congressional authority. Not likely, but possible. It's not at all possible that his acting chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, a former member of Congress who was very, very preoccupied with congressional authority when Barack Obama was president. It is absolutely not possible that Mick Mulvaney can have a misunderstanding of what congressionally approved aid means.
No, he doesn't. I served with Mick Mulvaney, and he knows good and well what is taking place. And, in fact, what they were trying to do was bribe the Ukrainian government. Now, I have to tell you, I was in Ukraine earlier this year, and I know the risks and the fact that they need this security assistance. I serve as vice chair of the subcommittee that funds all of our foreign assistance. And believe you me, this was wrong. Mick Mulvaney knows it's wrong, and it was really used to try to bribe the Ukrainian government in an attempt to undermine future elections, mind you, the 2020 elections. And this is a very serious moment in our history, and this was, quite frankly, unconstitutional.
So Ben Rhodes was on with me a little while ago. He was Deputy National Security Advisor under President Obama, and he was making the point that Republicans traditionally would have not accepted this. Not just the interference in congressionally approved money, which is its own issue, but perhaps the more important issue in that $391 million was approved by Congress on a bipartisan basis because it was an important thing to do from a national security perspective. Our ally, Ukraine, is in a hot war with Russia.
Well, there's clearly a double standard, and it's obvious to me that this administration is a lawless administration. And, in fact, remember, Senator Mitch McConnell said they were going to do everything they could do to stop President Obama's agenda, regardless of what it was. And so, believe you me, this double standard is very evident. And, in fact, when you see two individuals actually have resigned over this $400 million security assistance, they were doing their job. They're patriotic, and I tell you, the Republicans need to follow suit and do their job, try to at least show the public they understand the constitutional responsibilities of being a member of Congress and do their job, and they're just not doing that. Why? It's beyond me.
Congresswoman Barbara Lee, thank you for joining me. Good to speak to you again.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.